to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. Skap attack, cry us a river, part 2. Skap attack, cry us a river, part 2. Listen, Joker is not going to win that MVP. And look, I can't really say that the season isn't over. And to me, I said SGA is in the driver's seat. Let's see how Joker finishes out the rest of the year, because what he's doing is phenomenal. It's historical, historic, whatever. But let's see how he finishes out the rest of the year. Remember, the MVP is a team award. It's not an individual award. Skap is talking about this guy is putting up individual numbers. Okay? And now he's kind of leaning towards, he's been carrying his team. I don't know if you can put up historical numbers like this and carry your team, but what he is pointing out is how weak the West really is. He's really biting himself in the ass by saying these things. Remember, guys, his team is in second. So he's really lighting a fire and burning his own ass, because he's showing how weak the West is. He's not doing himself no favors. Now, if his team was maybe in like 5th or something like that, and we saw how, what was Russell Westbrook in that year? He led the league in the triple-double. Wasn't he in like 7th or something? Like, we in like 7th place. Okay, now you're carrying your team, and you're not exposing how weak the West is. And it's not, you're just putting up stats, right? Now you're carrying the team, because you're barely in the playoffs. I don't even know if they made the playoffs that year. I forget. But Skap is making himself look bad. I don't know if Joker is paying him some money. I don't know what it is with him and Joker, but it's starting to get sickening. Like I said, the guy's all-time great. I have him over LeBron James. He's still not in the top 10, because if we give him a 4th MVP, this guy's in the top 10, basically playing no center competition at his position. That's the real truth, folks. This guy is playing no center competition. To me, it would be more impressive if he was putting up, as a center, right? Because we know he's not really a real point guard. His assists are inflated. And we've seen it a couple times. These teams, the good teams, said you're not just going to sit here and run this offense. We're either going to shut you down or minimize your assist. Right? So we know he's not a real point guard. He's just out there having the ball in his hand all the time and throwing the guy the ball. Almost like a LeBron James effect, right? So he's not facilitating what we would call Chris Paul or Jason Kidd or Steve Nash or, Mark Jackson or Magic Johnson or John Stockton or these traditional point guards, Tim Hardaway and Isaiah Thomas. He's not facilitating like that, folks. He's always got the ball in his hand. So what I'm trying to say, it would be more impressive to me. I would put him over Shea if the guy could average 35 a game and go down there and get you 15 boards. We'll be saying, wow, this is on some Wilt Chamberlain stuff. All-time great center. We could say, the numbers are inflated, but man, the guy's grabbing 15 boards and 35 points. So he will make, in my eyes, he will make all the other centers play traditionally, right? They'd be like, oh, we got to play behind Joker. This is what he's doing. And yeah, he's getting, double-digit rebounds. But as a center, I would like to see him get 15 rebounds and 35 points per night. And maybe like 5 assists. I would call that historic for a center. That's what I would do. And then damn right, he would have my vote over SGA. Even if he was second. But the assists, to me, they're trash. They're not all that. Because, like I said, he's not running he's not bringing the ball down from sideline to, from inbounds and bringing it up court and running the offense like that. He's not, folks. He's got a point guard that brings the ball down and gives him the ball. And he does a LeBron James thing. And he decides if I want to shoot or if I want to pass it. That's it, folks. I have no problem with his points. I have no problem with his rebounds. But the assists are fugazi, man. They're fugazi. Sorry. So, to me, SGA is right there. He's ahead of everybody. Because what I see is his team trying to play for him. His team is playing for him. Okay, in past years, when Denver was doing good, guess what? Joker's teammates was playing for him. And that's just how it is now, man. You got to give it to the guy. How many times are you going to snub him? Everybody sees this as stat padding. It's historical, yes, but like I said, it'd be more convincing to me if he had 35 points, 15 rebounds, because you can get that in this era. Maybe like 5 assists, whatever. The assists don't matter for me. And him getting like at least a block, folks. Come on. Because he's saving all his energy for assists. There's no way a guy that's a center shouldn't be averaging 1 block a game. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I just can't do it. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say. It's his fault. Why his team makes up this year? It's his fault. He let them sign these contracts, bro. If he's the leader of that team, he's the greatest player in the 2020s, right? So he should have said, look, if you sign these guys, one of them got to go. One of these guys had to go. Porter Jr. or Gordon or Murray. One of them got to go, and I got to get me a future Hall of Famer. A guy who consistently can make the All-Star team. One of these guys got to go. There's no way he should have let those guys sign that contract. And don't give me, oh man, it's a team. No. The star player always has the power on the team. So if he would have said, look, if you sign him, I'm not signing what you guys get. That's it. You can't have all 3 of these bums. And to me, they're decent players, but they're hurt players. So you can't feel sorry for the guy when he let these guys sign these contracts. And like I said, he let them sign these contracts because he likes them. He likes playing with them. He don't like, egotistic type of guys. And that's cool. I'm fine with him playing with these guys. He let them sign. That's cool with me. But you can't, a lot of these guys like Skap, you can't have it both ways. You can't say, oh, well, they're trash. He's been carrying the team. Yes. Well, but these guys, as far as I know, the last 2 seasons, they've been hurt. In and out, in and out, in and out. So he let him sign the contract. So that's on him. That's all I can say. You just like when LeBron James signed all those, well, guys, what was it, in 2021, I think? 2022, whatever it was, 2021 offseason. You had Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony, and who else was that? Westbrook. And now you have 5, what was it, like 5 top 75 guys? It was ridiculous. That's on him. He didn't make the play-in. To me, that was one of the biggest things of his career right there. There was a play-in, and he couldn't even make the play-in, folks. That was like one of the biggest things on his career. But at that point, they didn't care, man. LeBron James is about stealing money from the fans. They uptick the merch prices, the tickets, the popcorn, the alcohol, the parking, everything. Because they signed all them dudes for a year. So LeBron just making a business decision. He don't care. This guy never cared about winning, man. Just overhype him, and they're going to make a lot of money. Because these NBA fans today are, I hate to say it, they're idiots. When I watch some of these games and I see, these teams go on a run, a 10-0 run, something like that, the crowd is just like, woo, woo, woo. Go watch 90s games, and maybe 2000s games, 80s. That whole damn arena is rocking. The play-by-play guys, you can barely hear them. These fans are not NBA fans, folks. They're just people who want to see entertainment. They just want to see their team win, but they know these guys aren't that good. All they're playing is a pickup style of basketball. That's it. We talked about this. All of these guys carry. Say if they dribble 10 times, they carry 8 times. So, anyways, yeah, but Joker ain't going to get so confident. Nobody wants to hear this, Skap. Nobody wants to hear this at all. Nobody wants to hear it. Look, I think they're like, I want to say they're 12 games back. And all those teams are like, I think it's like 4 teams that are separated from the second, what is it? I think 4 teams who are separated by 4 games for second place or something like that. And the second place team could be in, I think, like 4th or 5th place or something like that. They're separated by like 4 games, 4, 3, 2, half a game and stuff like that. If Denver, they just got smoked last night. If Denver, I said this before, if he can make a run and get that within 5 games, the first place, and he's sitting at number 2, sitting in second place at the end of the year, and only 5 games back, I mean, that's only a 7-game difference. It would, I mean, they would have to go on a streak and never lose. But if they can get within 5 games, I would give it to Joker, man. If they can get within 5 games, I would give it to Joker. Because that means not only is he putting up stats, his team is playing for him. Remember, guys, when your team is playing for you, that makes it even better. Michael Jordan, he probably could have won a lot more championships if his team played for him. And that's why he was a butthole to his team until they start waking up and they play for him. right? Magic Johnson was playing for Kareem. And then later on, Kareem was playing for Magic. When Denver won that championship, those same guys that we call bums today, or Skap does, they were playing for him. They were laying it all out on the line for him. You got to want to play for your leader. Kobe finally got a group of guys that wanted to play for him when he went back to back. See, in Cleveland, those guys really wasn't playing for LeBron James. When they was losing in those games, 2009, 2010, they were covering his ass. That's the difference. They weren't playing for him. They were covering his ass. So, and we talked about this. Michael Jordan had to go down on his stats. Michael Jordan was leading his team in rebounds, assists, points, steals, since he had got there. Until like what, 89? Maybe 90. I think maybe 90. And then Pippen finally woke the hell up. So Michael Jordan had to come down on his stats to win. Wilt had to come down on his stats to win. Russell always played like a team player. Kobe Bryant had to come down on his stats to win. I mean, we talk about Kareem. Kareem had to come down on his stats to win. I mean, Kareem could have been averaging more points and more rebounds and more blocks than what he did. But he had to come down on the stats, especially rebounds and the points. That's how it is, folks. You think Isaiah Thomas probably could have scored, averaged like, 25 points. But he played team ball. What about Bird? Probably could have averaged 30 points per game. You know, say, I don't need two bigs in the middle like that. I'm going to get me 12 rebounds. You got to come down on the stats. Joker going to have to get a primetime player, Hall of Fame player, and come down on his stats. Ain't no damn way this guy going to have four MVPs and one championship. Hell no. And that's what a lot of people are looking at that, folks. Is to give him an MVP and he might not even win a title. So you guys tell me what you think. I'm not trying to be up on him. I'm trying to tell the whole truth. Skap is making himself look like a fool. You can't say you ain't got no help, but you're in second place. This guy was in like 5th, 6th place. It was crazy. Like halfway through the season, a quarter way through, and Skap was crying in. He ain't got no help. Suddenly, he's at number 2 from like 7th place all the way up to, well, he was from 7 all the way up to number 2 now. And Skap saying he ain't got no help. So you making it look even worse. Saying he ain't got no help. So what you're saying is the league is weak. He got up to number 2 with no help. That's ridiculous, man. So, like I said, I'm not trying to hate. I got Joker. I got him over LeBron James. He's starting to trend. Well, I was talking about putting Giannis over LeBron James because these guys won MVPs, won championships with no super teams. LeBron James had a super team. Other teams, number 1 franchise players. He did it 3 times when he won the championship. So, I got Joker over him. But yeah, it's not about carrying the team. Michael Jordan, he made Scottie Pippen better. He made Horace Grant better. Michael Jordan, he made no, not Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant, he made Paul Gasol better. This is how it's done, folks. What's his name? Who won it in 06? I forget. Dwayne Wade won a championship leading a team. He didn't win no damn MVP. I mean, we got to stop. He can't even elevate these guys to all-star status. Is it because he wants all the stats? He wants it. One guy already talked about this. I heard this on one of those a podcast or whatever like that. He ain't elevate nobody. He just wants his stats first. So, yeah, you guys tell me what you think. I mean, I hate to hate on Joker like this because I think he's a great player. But when you don't demand a Hall of Fame player, if you even got rid of one of them bums, Murray, Gordon, or Porter Jr., you would still have a great player. Hell, you could have got Jimmy Butler. You saw how the Warriors done elevated. Curry scoring all these 40-point games and all because he just needed a little bit of help, folks. Now the other guys want to play. They was going down the drain. So it's more impressive that you start winning championships and MVPs and get you another great player. That's all I got to say about that. SGA got this in the bag. Like I said, unless Joker can narrow that lead to 5, SGA got it, man.